everybody, welcome back to another Wisdom Girl and Wise Woman show. It's your girl, Wisdom Girl Karma Miller, and this is...
Hey everybody, I'm Wise Woman Leslie Christie.
And today, our show for you today is gratefulness.
Yes, gratefulness. And we thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in, and let somebody know that we are on the air. All right, Wisdom Girl.
People complain about a lot of things, but complaining keeps you from focusing on what is most important, like God's blessings, friendships, and family. Today, we want to talk from the perspective of young people. Now, this conversation does not exclude adults because God knows adults complain a lot too. But in this episode, we want to try to help young people in the USA, United States of America, realize how blessed they really are.
Yeah, that's true. We want to really hone in on that today. So please, before we get into this conversation, make sure that you like, that you tag, that you share, that you press that little button on YouTube so that you can stay connected with us. And don't forget to visit our website. All right, we're going to dig deep into this. So listen up, everybody.
So, young people complain about a lot of things. Having to go to school, the amount of schoolwork, the amount of homework they get. But, be grateful that you actually have an opportunity to be educated.
Yeah.
With, I'm going to have to say, the best plumbing.
Mm-hmm. True.
So, to be able to have somewhere actually private to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Doors that you can easily, cleaning supplies, actually people that you can actually clean the bathroom,
Yeah.
And a building made of brick.
Mm-hmm.
And brick.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's so true because there's so many children in other countries who don't have the same privileges that young people have here in America, Like I showed you some pictures with some girl of children who go to school in classrooms made out of tin, and the floor is just all dirt, and just imagine having to go to school in those conditions, sometimes maybe not even able to go to school because maybe it's raining so hard that you can't really, it's too dangerous to be in the classroom. And so here young people have the opportunity to go to school in places and conditions that are healthy, that are, that protect them, all those different things, right?
Right. And also, when it comes to schoolwork, be able that you actually have something to do when it comes to schoolwork.
Yeah.
That you don't have to go to the other side of the town.
Yeah.
Just to go get and be grateful that you have books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real. Because a lot of these children, in other countries and poor communities and countries, they don't have books. They really don't. They don't have anything. They have some type of board that the teacher writes on, maybe, and they don't have books, So it's really a blessing. It's really a privilege, when you think you can go to school, like you said, like be grateful for the opportunity. It's so true. So true.
And when it comes to clothes, shoes, we have to remember that we need to be grateful because, especially when it comes to our parents, we especially have to say thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say, I thought this was a gratefulness show, not a manner show, but you have to say thank you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because, it just shows you have respect for elders and just people, be respectful. Being respectful is being grateful.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. And people don't usually put the two in the same category. But when you are Grateful, yeah, it is a form of respect because it means, thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for, all that you have provided for me. Just thank you even for caring for me and loving me, you know? It definitely is a form of respect. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And even if it's not the Jordans or the LeBrons or the Nikes or the Yeezys or
Yeah.
the Balenciagas.
Wait, let me pause you right there because I did not even know what Balenciagas was. Okay. Honest to goodness, I did not know. And Wisdom Girl had to school me on what Balenciagas was. Then I started looking it up. I was like, people actually buy this stuff. Like young people, seriously, young people wear that. I am
Yeah.
shocked. Wow.
Yeah, it's a generation thing. Balenciagas are popular. They're not new anymore. Everyone is now focused on, is now reacting to the Oscars now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But,
Yeah.
even if it's not the Balencis or it's not Balencis, is short for Balenciagas. Just
Okay.
trying to school you on that too.
Okay. I got it.
Even if it's not the Jordans, the Balencis, the Yeezys, even if it's not any of that. And
Yeah.
my young girls, even if it's not the red bottoms. But
Oh my God. I cannot even believe. Wait, okay. Wait a minute. We're talking about being grateful. We want everybody, those who might be tuning in late, we're talking about being grateful, gratefulness. So, okay. So young people really like that. Those are the things that they ask for, red bottoms, Balenciagas, and I am shocked. When I looked to see how much Balenciagas cost, it was like 600, 1200, 1500. Do you know young
my
people
mom has a pair of Balenciagas.
like,
They're literally right in the living room in the corner by the heater, right there, and I could fit them.
wow,
They're
but wait a
they're
minute,
like
do you know?
socks. They're like the top of it is not like regular shoes. It's like it's like they're really socks. That's the only reason why I fit them.
Okay, I remember
But
the
my
pair.
foot,
Yeah,
actually, the top of my foot, I forgot what they're called, but the top of my foot can actually fit there, and it's
wow.
really comfortable. So I'm like, why doesn't everyone have a pair of Balenci's? I'm sure nobody want to deal with wearing socks, washing socks, because
Wow.
like they're really socks. They're like socks. They're sock material.
Wow. Well, listen, do you know young people who wear them though? Or
Yeah, my
okay,
cousin.
you do? That's my goodness. And then, so when we think about the topic that we're talking about, there are children in other countries who don't even have socks, don't have shoes that can fit them. And here, we live in a culture where if I can't have the most expensive or the finest of things, I'm having a fit. I'm like, nobody loves me. Why can't I have that? And that's something we really,
Grateful, snobby.
yeah.
Who do you met who's like that?
Oh my gosh. It happens. When I was a child, we didn't, I can't even remember well, okay. We had like Converse, don't laugh. We had Converse, we had Adidas, we had
Adidas
Jordans.
and
There was
Converses
no
are old.
Jordan.
Nobody cares about them anymore. Okay, continue.
But we had things that were supposed to be like, the in thing. Um, but
Oh, I know another thing y'all had. Them baggy jeans and
yeah,
them crop tops.
yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep. So I get it. I get when young people really want it, but at the same time, like you were saying, we have to be grateful for what we have because so many kids in other countries, even in the United States, there are children who don't have those things, but they have something,
Yeah,
something that they can use. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, this is actually gonna tie to it. So in the Medea Christmas play,
Hmm.
what I was watching it, Medea was proving a point to be grateful because, you know, Cora,
Okay. Your girl, aka Tamla Man. Okay.
young Cora,
hmm
has actually wanted these little star dolls. I don't think there's such a thing as star dolls.
I don't know. I never
And
heard
then Medea gave her a pair of socks. She started crying.
of
Then what happened was she was like, if you don't stop crying, then I'm gonna beat you in the next week. And she beat her, yeah, all the way to the end of the parking lot.
You see? You see?
At the grocery store, who I was like 3 miles away. That was so horrible. It's all right, Cora. I got you. I can sing my favorite song in your first album to get you. You know.
Don't worry, Cora. You know I'm your girl. I got
But when it comes to being grateful,
hmm
being grateful adds blessings
Yeah.
to come. And maybe a blessing might actually be a friend if you're not used to having friends.
Mm.
I'm not used to having a lot of friends neither. I have like 2, 3 friends that betrayed me one way or another.
Yeah. Well,
I have
that
this one friend that did. I have these 2 friends that didn't betray me. This one friend, I'm not friends with her no more.
that's something we're going to talk about later because sometimes God designs it that way on purpose. But we will have to talk about that on another show. Sometimes you're too gifted, you're too talented, like you stand out. God has you in a place where you can't have a lot of people around you. And I know as a young person it's hard to understand, but
Right.
we're going to talk about it on another show.
We're gonna talk about that. I don't remember. I don't know what show is next. I don't remember what show is next.
I don't
But
need that moment.
we're gonna try to bring it in.
Yeah.
So, being grateful, like even if if you want roses,
Mm-hmm.
they're white,
Mm-hmm.
but then again, you want them red.
Okay.
That's being ungrateful because at least you got the roses part. You don't need red.
Come on,
Why do
girl.
you need red for? It's for Valentine's Day, and you could paint them red.
Right. Oh, right. You can. You really can. Yeah.
Unless you're an environmental person, it's like that's gonna kill. I'm an environmental person. I wouldn't paint them, but just paint them red. It's not gonna affect it.
They-
Technically, roses die.
and they grow the same way. You know,
Exactly.
it's just all in what you do in the soil to change the color. Sometimes not even what you do in the soil is what you do once you pick them. But anyway, that's a whole yeah. But you're right.
Or
It's still
another suggestion, if you want red roses,
Mhm.
grab a red rose seed and just plant it. You can wait years and years and months.
Sure. Yeah, just plan
You wouldn't talk like that. That's your punishment. You gotta wait.
it. True.
But when it
Yeah,
comes to being grateful, adults are ungrateful too.
that's
But
true.
that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about my generation. My
Yeah.
generation being ungrateful.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're right. Adults have an issue with that as well. Because sometimes we think we're entitled to something, like we're supposed to have something, just like young people. It's a cultural thing, I believe, in America that we don't understand how good we have it. Even when we think we don't have it good, we don't think we have a lot, we really do. When you compare
Yeah,
it
we
to
have a lot more than you can ever imagine. You
that's
know,
yeah.
and I think when it comes to toys,
hmm
it's just when you have toys and you get so ungrateful, it's like picturing like you need to be grateful for that because there's some kids who are playing. Okay, there's these little LPS things that I love. I'm addicted
hmm
to.
Yeah.
I ask you to get them for me every single year for my birthday or
Yeah.
Christmas
hmm
or something to help my OPS.
Yeah.
Because I want to become a UT. But
Mhm.
or even if it's Barbie dolls, I'm also addicted to that.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, I'm Queen Barbie. So, when it comes to toys, you
Mhm,
have to also keep in mind that
mhm.
you have dolls and toys that can stand up by themselves
Mm.
while they have and you have water that can be used as tears if you want to play for them.
Yeah.
You want to play with them.
Right, right, right.
That can barely get on your arm. But then
Right,
again, when you think about it, there are kids who have to play with sticks, use mud as tears, and get them all over their hands and don't have water to clean them with.
right. That's true. That is true. They they have different environments than us, and they take, like, little things. They'll play with rocks. They'll any little thing that they can find is a toy for them. But in America, because we see everything on the
Toys
TV,
R Us, Target,
yeah,
Walmart.
we want all of that stuff. And the sad thing is that you play with it today, and then 2 months later, it's broken, so now what?
Yeah. So you gotta take care of these things.
Yeah, yeah, and
Too.
that's a form of being grateful too, when you take care of the stuff that your parents or your loved one or somebody gives you.
Now, I'm gonna share an embarrassing story to
Okay,
show that I was ungrateful. But you can't blame me. I was 1, 2, 3, 4.
let
Now
me
I'm
hear this story.
11, 10, 10, 11 now. I'm turning 11 in July. Okay, so what I used to do is I used to be obsessed.
Mhm,
I had this obsession with Elsa on I grew up in a Disney family, so anything Disney was mine.
yeah,
Okay, so I had this Elsa and Anna costume. I
mhm,
really okay. Don't laugh. I
okay.
really wanted a Mary Poppins costume, but that would take too long to make.
I didn't
So you
know
know what? Elsa and Anna would have did me good.
Peyton Face with Kia's of
that. So you wanted a Disney costume, you wanted Mary Poppins, you wanted Elsa, you wanted all of these different things, and you had to kind of figure out, if you were gonna get them, how you were gonna get it. So so what happened? Did you get the Mary Poppins costume? What happened?
No. But you know what? I didn't care. You want to know why?
What?
Because technically, I literally just started watching Mary Poppins.
Okay.
So I technically didn't really understand yet until I kept watching it with you, my mom, and
Right.
my family. So I didn't really understand. I thought it was just a woman. I honestly thought it was crazy to me though how you can have an umbrella float down to the clouds without
Mm.
dying. That seemed unrealistic, but
Yeah.
I understand.
You can do a
What
show of
I
it,
did
but no,
was
we don't wanna spoil it for kids. That won't be nice. The unrealistic things of Disney movies. Oh my goodness.
that's true. That's true.
Nobody would watch that.
That's true. But so what I did was I had this on it all.
Mhm.
I took off the clothes, but it only had the skirt and the top piece.
Okay. Mhm.
Like the skirt, the top piece, and the shoes. I took off the
Yeah.
shoes. I took off the bottom piece. I don't know where they are now.
Mhm.
I started chopping off the hair.
Chopping the hair off?
You know that. I started chopping off the hair.
But I don't remember why. Like, you was just doing it just to be doing it?
It was because remember when I was younger, I love to like braid. I didn't even know how to braid, so I would just do this
Yeah.
like a screwdriver.
Yeah.
So then I was like, this person wants a haircut. Oh my god, that turned out so wrong. I would get it, but it takes too long. I know. It's just like I would just chop it off, chop, 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 until I learned how to finally braid. Now I'm an expert at braiding.
Wow.
I just need some things to keep it still, cause
Yeah. So you were kinda like so was that like being grateful or ungrateful? Like, how would you kinda categorize that? You probably didn't know. You were young.
I'm GG-ful. I don't know. Grateful, but then again, ungrateful. But then again, I was too.
Yeah. You was being creative.
Yeah,
You were
I
being
was
creative.
just doing it because, like, why not? Like,
Yeah.
Frozen had literally just came out, and I was already obsessed with it.
Yeah, I
I
remember
think I
that.
felt the connection because I love anything emotional.
Yeah.
Anything emotional. When I watched Miracles from Heaven, I started crying. I'm an
Wow.
emotional person. I'm
Wow.
really emotional.
But wait a minute. So just kind of connecting it to gratefulness, like these are things what you were just talking about, things that you were able to do, even how you played, the movies that you watched. These are things that these children in other countries, poorer countries. Now we know that other countries that are like America, that's cosmopolitan, that's, kind of on the level of America, but there are many countries that are not, and they don't get to do those. Like to say, did you watch the Disney? Like you asked me, did you watch so and so on Disney? And I always say no because I always forget to watch it.
Hamilton, you gotta stop. You gotta start watching Hamilton.
I promise I'm gonna watch it. I promise. But they don't get to watch it. They don't have Disney Plus. They don't have these things that we think are just normal, that we take
Right.
for granted. So yeah, we got to be grateful for everything.
And the only reason why I shared that story is to prove a point. When it comes to being grateful and ungrateful, you can't start bringing up kids who are 5 and under, say, oh, so this child was ungrateful, this child was ungrateful.
Mm,
No, because they're young. They don't know what to do. They ain't got no sense.
wow, that's a good point.
They have no sense. But when you're older, when you're 6 and in first grade, you start learning what? Oh, what did I learn in first grade? Oh, what 10 plus 10 is. And
Yeah.
then you start understanding that
Mhm.
any odd number, any double makes an even number. That's how
Mhm.
smart you are. And you start noticing the 2 times tables that this is, oh, so 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2
Mhm.
is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, and etc. So you
Right.
start understanding a lot more. But when you're grateful,
Mhm.
no one should have to tell you to be grateful.
That is a good thing. When you are grateful, no one should have to tell you to be grateful. Because if somebody tells you to be grateful, then are you
Then
really?
that's ungrateful itself.
Come on, girl. Come on, wisdom girl. You talking some stuff today. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So if we're ungrateful, then what does that do to us? What does that mean? Like as we relate to other people and things like that, what does that do?
Okay. I'm going to try to have this make as much sense as
Mhm.
it can.
Okay.
I am in a room full of books.
Yeah.
So, in this book, a book falls, and
Mhm.
there's this ottoman, and it drops.
Mhm.
And then the ottoman catches it. That's
Okay.
the blessing. But the floor is you, and it's not coming.
Okay.
And then the person comes to pick it up
Mhm.
and put it back on the shelf because
Okay.
this person isn't, the floor is ungrateful. Oh my God. That didn't make any sense. Just
No,
hear
no,
me
no.
out.
You're going somewhere. I'm feeling this.
So then every time you are grateful and then you say something,
Mhm.
the book is going to keep falling on the ottoman, falling on the ottoman, falling on an ottoman, book after book after book until it's emptying.
Wow.
And then you think that, oh, the ottoman is eventually going to fall. No, it's not. You want to know why?
Why?
It's not going to fall because the person, I didn't say a name,
Mhm.
hear me out here, the person is God who keeps picking up the blessing and putting it back on the shelf. So that
Ooh.
means that it's never going to come unless you say something out
Wow.
of your mouth that's going to
Come
sound like
on.
you. Oh my God, it's not Sunday,
Wow.
it's Saturday. It's
Wow.
going to keep, it's that person is God, and he's going to keep putting it back on the shelf
Yeah.
until you learn, listen, this blessing is never going to come down And it has nothing to do with decreeing or declaring. All it takes is one word. No.
Come on. Yes, that is so powerful. That is so powerful. God, he's putting it back on the shelf. He's trying to give it to you, but you're ungrateful. He picks it up and puts it back on the shelf. My goodness. And
I
until
want you
you
to read that book, read that blessing, but it's
wow.
never gonna come down. What if the book is interesting? Well,
Yeah.
that interesting thing is never gonna come down.
Right. Wow. That's good. That's some good stuff right there. All right. Well, we're almost out of time, but we do want to give you we want to help young people, even adults. We want to give you some wisdom nuggets, some more wisdom nuggets, because Wisdom Girl was giving those nuggets she was really giving those nuggets today. And I hope you caught it. But we want to tell you four other things, I should say, to help you be grateful. So I'll start off and then you go to next and we'll do that because we got to wrap it up. So we want you to focus on the positive things, not the negative. The more positive you are, the more grateful you can become. The more you focus on negative, the more ungrateful you are. So let's stick with the positive things. All right. What else, Wisdom Girl?
If you are truly thankful for what you have, you'll end up with more.
Yes. Amen. Even God said that. Yes. Now there's a woman named Bethany Hamilton. I'm sorry, Bethany Hamilton. She said, strive to find things to be thankful for and just look for the good in who you are. Come on.
Now I want to illustrate a point here. We're running out of time, but I want to illustrate a point here. This girl, if you've seen the movie Soul Surfer, this girl is so grateful, and her arm got bit off by a shark.
Yeah.
She's more grateful than we are as humans. So let's try to make it make sense.
Right.
As someone who's bitten by a shark.
Yep, got their arm cut off.
Who got their arm chopped off by the teeth of a shark right here. Like really far from where you have to take the pulse. But let's try to be more grateful.
Yeah, for sure. And what does Psalm 106 verse 1 say, Wisdom Girl?
Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever.
Amen. Well, we are so grateful to God for all of you who tuned in on today for this show about gratefulness. We hope that we helped you, that you heard something that you can move forward in your life with. Don't forget to like, tag, share, all of that on all our social media. Say it again.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Yes, subscribe and go to our website www.wisdomgirlwisewoman.com and be a part of our community. Well, thank you so much. We'll be right back here. When we coming back?
No, not tomorrow. Next Saturday.
Next Saturday, same time, same place. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.